Hi guys, my name is Sanaya
And my name is Agastya.
and today I will tell you guys a story from a book, Mahagatha, 100 Tales from the Puranas, written by Satyarth Nayak.
But what is the name of the story?
The story's name is Krishna and Narakasura. And now the story will begin, so make sure you listen close.
Okay.
The earth has invoked me, said Brahma. The earth has invoked me, said Vishnu. The earth has invoked me, said Shiv. The trinity fell silent. They could see Bhulok approaching them as a cow. Her eyes were welling with tears. Her udders were swelling with milk. I am blessed that all three of you have heeded my call, she bowed. Blessed indeed to gaze upon you together, for it is a singular sight. It fills me with joy, and yet I am racked with sorrow. What sorrow? Brahma asked. What are you seeking? A son. Grant me a son, just one. But we have granted you so many, Vishnu reminded her. Not only sons, but daughters too. Men and women, animals and birds, trees and plants, all the forms of life that you cradle in your lap are your children. They are indeed, and they call me their mother. I house them upon my land and suckle them with my rivers. I nourish them with my fruits and adorn them with my flowers. But I crave a son born of me, a son I can call my own. Water was spilling from her eyes now. Shiv stroked her with affection. Who can refuse a mother anything? The triumvirate raised their palms.
You mean the Supreme Trinity, right? Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh.
Yes, you are right. May your desire be fulfilled. And just as you will give him life, it's you alone who can give him death. Often in the past, Brahmanda had witnessed darkness springing from the lions of light. Brahma had created Daksh, who had forced his own daughter to burn herself. Shiv had given rise to Andhak, who had lusted after his own mother. It happened again now when the earth spawned an Asur. The combined grace of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv brought forth Narakasura, a demon so filled with greed that on becoming the ruler of Pragjyotishpura, he annexed many other kingdoms. So filled with lust that he caged thousands of women for his debauchery. Bhulok was quaking now at this plague that she had unleashed. Tired of terrorizing humans, Narakasura soon stormed Indralok. The gods fought back but were thoroughly trounced. Perched now on the celestial throne, the Asur beheld the devas kneeling before him, their bodies in chains, their pride in tatters. Standing up, Narakasura kicked the throne away. You can keep this glided chair, Indra, he snickered, but you are no longer king. Just as my maids look after my palace, you will look after my Indralok. You and your deities. I shall march back to Pragjyotishpura seated on Airavat. Grasping one of that elephant's tusks, he began twisting it viciously. As the animal cried out in pain, a clanking of chains erupted behind him. The Asur turned to see the Devraj glaring at him. I see fire in your eyes and I don't like it, he snarled at Indra. A slave's gaze must never rise above his master's feet. Lower your eyes. The Devraj continued to look at him. Lower them. He kept staring as if his eyes would burn holes in Narakasura's body. The demon hissed. I don't just dominate, Indra. I decimate. See how I bring down your gaze. He began walking towards someone. The Devraj was watching. The Devs were watching. Narakasura stood before Aditi, mother of Indra. Your son refuses to obey. You and I must teach him a lesson. I will have to take something else now besides Airavat. He inched closer. His breath was colliding with her face, scalding her skin. Stretching both his hands, he wrenched off the Dev Mata's earrings. As she bled, the gods winced. Narakasura was running his fingers over her body now.
Oh my gosh, he is so cruel.
Yes, you are right. You must have been ravishing in your youth. A pity that you have aged, or you would have dazzled in my harem. Aditi was shrinking. Her flesh was cringing as the Asur continued to fondle her. She glanced at Indra. She was seeing it now. All those tears that he was not shedding. Hearing it now. All those words that he was not speaking. The demon taunted him again. A spineless king, a spineless son. Will you still look me in the eye? The Devraj had turned inert, unblinking, unuttering, unbreathing. Then he slowly lowered his gaze. Before Narakasura could gloat, Vayu thundered, "Woe upon you! Was it not enough that you routed us all, that you now degrade a woman?" The demon lunged towards him and snatched his parasol.
You mean an umbrella kind of thing?
Yes. Don't you slaves ever learn? The more insolent you are, the more possessions you shall lose. Your parasol will now accompany me to my kingdom along with Aditi's earrings and Indra's elephant. Who else dares to scorn me? The gods stood quiet, but Vayu spoke once more. You are the son of Bhulok, Mother Earth. What will she say when she learns how you treated another mother? Narakasura's voice sounded strange. She will say nothing, for she disowned me long back. No sooner had the demon departed than Indra sought out Brahma. My mother bleeds and so do I. How do we slay Narakasura? Go to Dwaravati, he counseled.
You mean Krishna's kingdom, Dwarka? Am I right, Sanaya?
Yes, you are. Hearing the Devraj's plight, Krishna instantly began manifesting his arms, his Sharanga and his Sudarshan, his Kaumodaki and his Panchajanya.
What are these? Are these all his weapons?
Yes, Sharanga is his bow, Sudarshan is his discus, Kaumodaki is his mace, and Panchajanya is his conch shell.
Oh, now I understood.
Indra bowed as he gazed upon this divine warrior form. You will battle him? I will, for he has disgraced 2 mothers, Krishna answered. His own mother Prithvi, your mother Aditi, who also birthed me as Vaman. I, who have 2 mothers in this yug, cannot pardon this. But how could divinity bring forth an Asur, just as some Asurs are more divine than Devs? Satyabhama expressed her desire now to accompany her husband. I have heard such tales of your valor, my lord. May I come along to watch how you vanquish this demon? You must. Krishna held out his hand, or I won't be able to vanquish him at all. As they prepared to leave, they heard Indra speak again. I often feel that we should have shared Amrit with the Asurs. Perhaps that nectar from the ocean of milk could have brokered some peace. Will this conflict with them never end? Krishna smiled. Peace can also lead to stasis, Devraj, a state of inertia that does nobody any good. Sometimes conflict is also dharma. A bit of strife can goad the universe into action, provoke a change so that we keep evolving. Soon, the couple was descending upon Pragjyotishpura. Narakasura's 5-headed general, Mura, had installed stakes throughout the city to prevent anyone from infiltrating it, but Krishna's chakra sliced them all. It also beheaded Mura and his sons as they tried to launch an attack. Krishna and Satyabhama were now standing before Narakasura. The battle raged with no end in sight. The demon was proving as mighty as the Dev and repelling all of his weapons. The blessings of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv appeared to coated him with a layer of impregnability. Narakasura hurled a trident now and it seemed to render Krishna unconscious.
Oh no, what will they do?
You'll see. Satyabhama's blood boiled. Grabbing the Sharanga bow, she launched an arrow and, lo and behold, it cleaved the Asur into two. As she stood aghast, a cosmic voice pierced the sky. The prophecy comes true. Narakasura was destined to die by his mother's hand. Born as an incarnation of Bhulok, Satyabhama has fulfilled that condition. She looked down at her son. The demon cackled as he breathed his last. We bond in death, mother, if not in life. Krishna opened his eyes and nodded at Satyabhama. I told you he cannot be conquered without you. Entering Narakasura's harem, the couple now came across a group of women. As they stood up with fear, more women joined them. Then more, some more, still more, lots more. Satyabhama finished counting. 16,100.
Oh my gosh, that's a huge number.
That's sad. The demons' concubines, queens and princesses, maidens and maid servants, apsaras and gopikas, yakshinis and ganikas. So many trembling bodies, but the same dead faces, the same dead eyes. Satyabhama was peering into them. Thousands of women defiled by a single man. Krishna addressed them now. Narakasura has been killed. You are free to return. Return where? One of them asked. To your homes, to your fathers and brothers, to your husbands and sons. They will never take us back. Another one said, we were concubines of an Asur. He violated us for years. Our families would have already performed our last rites. The demon may have soiled your bodies, said Krishna, but has he soiled your souls? Souls? She laughed. Which man goes beyond a woman's body to peek into her soul? Even Ram had to banish Sita despite knowing that she was pure. Why will our man embrace us knowing that we are impure? Krishna stood silent. He was hearing what these women were asking, hearing what the primordial woman, Shatrupa, had asked at the very beginning of creation. Who shall heal them if everyone wounds them? He replied, Ram could not accept Sita, but Krishna will accept you all. They were listening. Satyabhama was listening. You shall henceforth be my wives and live with me in Dwaravati. The woman shuddered as if blocks of stone were coming to life. Their eyes were suddenly flickering. Their hearts were suddenly pounding, wondering if it was possible for fates to so utterly reverse. If it was possible for concubines to become consorts. Then another question crept into their minds. But we are thousands here, one of them pointed out. How can you alone? She froze. She was watching. They were all watching. He is splitting. Krishna was splitting into many Krishnas, like a cell multiplying itself. His body was dividing into many-fold bodies, surrounding itself with its own replicas. It was as if the world had become a giant kaleidoscope that was reflecting infinite Krishnas. Brahmanda was gazing spellbound, gazing at how Vishnu was breeding his own selves, birthing more and more of himself the way he generated avatars. One Krishna was standing next to each concubine now, pledging her all of his heart, promising her all of his love. The cosmos was welling up, bowing before this multi-form, witnessing again why he was truly the omnipresent one. Satyabhama finished counting once more. 16,100 Krishnas. She was smiling. Thousands of women defiled by a single man. The end.
What a wonderful story it was.
It was so cool the way Satyabhama killed Narakasura, don't you think?
Me too. And the best part, when Krishna accepted all those girls as his wives.
Did you know, Agastya, that to celebrate this victory, we celebrate Narak Chaturdashi?
Oh, the second day of Diwali festival.
Yes, you are right. And guys, what did you think of this story? Please tell us.
For more wonderful stories like this, we'll see you in our next video.
Bye!